What's going on, everybody? It's Nice Pants Lance. Today I am giving you a quick and dirty guide on how to install Triumph Heated Grips. First thing you're going to do is use your Triumph key to take the seat off. Then you're going to take a Phillips head screwdriver to remove the positive and negative battery terminals from the battery. Next, we're going to slide the tank down. To remove this bolt and nut combo, you want to use an 8mm and a 10mm wrench. Once you slide this long bolt out, you can move the tank back and that'll give you more clearance up here. Next, we're going to remove the mirrors and the end caps to the handle grip. You're going to need a 4mm for this bolt, and you're also going to need a 5mm to loosen up this clamp on the mirror. Once the mirror comes off, don't forget to remove this end cap. You're going to want to save that for later. Once the end cap is off, you can remove this hand grip. Work it back and forth until it slides free. Next, remove the mirror and end cap on the throttle side. This one's going to be a little different. You're going to use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove the black bolts underneath this throttle assembly. This throttle assembly comes in two pieces. Mind you, this one fits into a slot on the top, so it can only be oriented one particular way on this handlebar. For a lot of other Triumphs, you actually need to disconnect this throttle cable away from this assembly down here in order to have enough clearance, but Speed Twin owners are lucky. If you unhook it from this hanger, you get just enough slack to slide this almost all the way to the end, which will allow you to pry this handle grip away. Now, you don't need to remove this all the way, you just need to get it to the end. Here comes the fun part. Take the cables from the Triumph box and locate the hole just off center of the Triumph handlebars. You're going to feed the 2-pin cable to the throttle side and the 4-pin cable to the right hand side. Now you can find your grip, plug this in, kind of feed some wire through, and then reattach it in the same way you took the stock grip off. Once you get the grip on, take the top half section and find that notch that it fits into. Then replace the 2 bolts with a Phillips head. Now, to do the left hand or clutch hand side, all you do is feed the 4-pin connector through that hole and right out the end. This hand grip has 2 other pieces with it. It's basically a shell that goes around the outside of this grip. The button obviously must line up with the button on the grip that lets you turn on your heated grips. Just plug in this connector. That's it. Just plug in this connector. You want to rest that cord in a notch right on the bottom of this handlebar. That'll allow you to slide the grip on without pinching that wire. If you're having trouble feeding the wire through, don't forget you can always tug on this cord coming out the center of the handlebars, and it'll draw this back in. So you want to position your handle grip where it needs to be first, with the hole lining up, and then you want to pull on this, and it'll pull the cord and all 4 of these wires into the handlebar where it can't be seen. Don't forget to make sure these wires lay in the slot so they don't get pinched. Once you get the left handle grip into position, you're going to take the 2 bolts from the box that take a T20 Torx, and you're going to line this grip up with the 2 holes on the handlebar, one on the top and one on the bottom, and you're going to drive these in there. To get these 2 pieces on, you're going to need a T8 Torx bit for the 2 screws that allow you to clamp these 2 pieces around the outside, which is the button for your heated grips. Now to connect the rest of your cable, just feed it down below the handlebars, come to the throttle side of the bike, and use a T30 Torx to remove this bolt. Once you get that bolt out, you can turn this whole harness mount thing around and then use your pliers to squeeze these 2 ends on the other side to pop this one out. To get this cover off, all you do is take a small flathead screwdriver or something pointy and press this down while rocking this end back and forth, and it should come out, revealing the true plug. Once you connect the cable, snap this end back into the mount and then attach it using the T30 Torx. Next, slide the gas tank back into place, doing your best not to pinch the cord, but also concealing the length of this cord. You can now use your 8mm and 10mm wrenches to reattach the gas tank down at the base with this bolt and nut. All that's left is to reattach the battery terminals, put your seat back on, and you're good to go. Don't forget to spend a little time realigning your mirrors. To use your heated grips, just turn on your bike and use this toggle button on the side to switch between the off, low, and high settings. And that's it. To test the performance of these grips, I'm gonna time how long it takes to melt a piece of chocolate on the hottest setting. It's a little hard to see. It is a cool fall day, but this grip has gotten hot enough to melt the whole underside of this chocolate bar, and with just a little pressure I was able to break it in half. After almost 4 minutes, these hand grips are so hot, these pieces of chocolate didn't stand a chance. If I let it go any longer, it's just gonna melt everywhere. But I can feel the heat coming off of the grips from here. If I was currently riding, I would have set this to back to low, because these grips get so hot you can feel it through your gloves. Hope you enjoy your heated grips. If you like this video, please give me a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe.